I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. Yeah, I am one with the Force is with me. No, but legit, how many times did you fucking say that in that movie?
So, Mark, Andor came out. I didn't watch it. More episodes come out. I didn't watch them. Even more episodes come out. I didn't watch them. I was starting to hear through channels and people that it was good. More episodes come out. I didn't watch them. Part of the reason was my computer did an update and it deleted all my passwords. So I didn't have the password to your Disney Plus account. And then, I just didn't watch it. But then eventually I'm like, we should watch Andor.
My reasoning for not watching it was that I didn't really want to.
That's fair. We weren't particularly interested in Andor. In fact, there are several clips I will cut in here from our Obi-Wan reviews where we rag heavily on Andor.
They've done justice to Vader.
Obi-Wan has taught you well. Yes, even every side of it, even Hayden Christensen's side of it. They've done justice to Vader and they've done justice to Obi-Wan Kenobi. I feel like that could be said no matter what.
That's reasonable.
Those two characters
I'll pay that.
have been mint.
And that's the most important
if there's
thing.
Any issues with anything else?
I wasn't a massive fan of Leia overall, or Luke, or Reva, or the Grand Inquisitor, or Taylor, or John Ronald Rockentogen, or that Indian guy.
In fact, if you put this series and took Vader...
Owen, I like Owen.
If you took Vader and Obi-Wan out of this...
Oh my god, that's a fucking dumpster fire. That's a piece of that. To be fair though, that's fucking Andor.
I don't know, I started hearing about, people talking about it and saying, oh, it's really fucking good. I'm just like it's dark and gritty. So what everyone wanted, I'm sitting there thinking, I don't want this to be good. I want this to be bad. I know it can be good, but if it's good and it's dark and it's gritty, it means you did my boy Boba Fett wrong.
Yes!
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They had a series about Boba Fett.
Yeah.
They could have been taking a risk to make a documentary. No, let's make it about some fucking random cunt from Rogue One who no one gave a fuck about. Okay? And then it was good, and I was just like, I'm enjoying this, but fuck!
Maybe it's not too late for them to do a darker Boba Fett feature length Disney Plus.
When's this between the it has to be before, has to be prequel. It couldn't be afterwards because that was straight after the Sarlacc pit.
That's fair.
And there's no way that cunt's coming back.
I still want fucking Mace Windu. Tarantino on a podcast recently just revealed that he's written 8 episodes of a limited television series.
Ooh.
And I think it's going to be the Mace Windu.
I mean, Samuel
Jackson. Show.
And you expect the Mace Windu to be...
Say the N-word, it's like a Tarantino film, but it's Mace Windu.
With a lightsaber, man.
And one hand.
I mean, he didn't have his lightsaber, did he? That went off with his fucking hand somewhere.
Yeah, you have a new lightsaber.
Maybe. Can you make it on one hand?
Maybe.
Or get a prosthetic.
You could get a robot hand.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of the show. He's trying to find a robot hand. He's in the slums of Coruscant. He's got a big white beard and shit. He's just been scrounging around eating cigarette butts out of
You're really clinging on to him being alive, aren't you?
He made it, Mark.
Was dead before he flew out. He was dead before he flew out the window. I'm sorry.
Sidious was just fell down a cavity and then it exploded. And then the Death Star exploded. And then Sidious was like, yo, episode 9, I'm back.
Yeah, but the dark side of the Force is, some believe... Oh, fuck, I fucked it up already, but you know what I mean. Some believe to be unnatural.
And the light side isn't? It's pretty fucking unnatural.
Dude, I get that. I mean, yeah, but the dark side, bro, it's way more fucked up.
That's fair. So Andor, immediately,
Andor, that's right.
There's he's in a strip club or a prostitution venue, even perhaps, and he gets in a little scuffle with his guards. his headbutts one and he falls back and like dies. It's just really dark and like serious and fucked up. And then they're both just like shocked. This guy's just like dead. And he shoots the other guy.
And then he's like, "You okay?"
Yeah.
Shaking his head around like this dead corpse, which is just eyes open, pale, fucking.
I was like, okay, all right, I'm in.
Furlough! He's taking! He's up! Furlough!
And yeah, I don't know. Some people have called this Andor. Boring.
I get it, but you can't argue with good acting, good writing. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think this was slow at all or packed with filler or anything. It just seemed like
it was
how a show
three
was.
episode arc. There was,
Yeah,
that was
it's like
fine. It worked.
episodes 1 and 2 had tension leading into the climax to episode 3, which was
How can a 3 episode arc be
suspenseful.
slow?
Yeah, you're building
It
up
comes to its
the
conclusion,
climax.
and
Yeah.
they did a good job building
Yeah.
each climax.
Yeah, it was like well acted, well written. It looked nice.
I still don't give a fuck about Andor though. I gotta be honest, all the other characters.
They set him up with the little boy flashbacks, right? Did you get any of? You didn't care about that? Something to do with his sister, bows and arrows,
I don't know.
mining.
It was alright. Like they didn't really explain what the
smashed
fuck
stuff.
happened there. Just like you can't got slaughtered, cunt.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like, okay. Fair enough. I thought you'd get something else.
Yeah, so episodes 1, 2, and 3 build up nicely, and then yeah, I thought episode 6 was fucking amazing. That scene I showed you just there,
Oh my god.
how it all
yeah.
ramped into that.
No, I really like that second arc.
Yeah.
I feel like for fuck's sake, old mate, he's like the one actually good guy in that whole group, and he's like,
Dude, I stood up and applauded when they killed the like autistic kid. I was just like, yes, thank you, show. This is what I want from media. It was just amazing. Like he was like a beloved, weird, autistic, twitchy, all fucked up. And then yeah, the doctor, which was a very Star Wars doctor, by the way. I liked that guy with all the arms.
yeah.
He's just like pulls the sheet over and like, you gone. I was like, awesome. Yeah. But yeah, I have several notes going along the way of like Boba Fett and how that should have been this serious tone and that would have been nice. But well, it was fucking Favreau and Filoni as well, but I don't know, they just dropped the ball on this one. They're doing great with The Mandalorian.
I don't know. I think that had to happen for it to get to this dark and gritty point. Once that came out, they're like, you know, I know it's about a bounty hunter, but I don't know if we can go that far with the dark and gritty. And then when they released it wasn't dark and gritty, fans were like, what the fuck? Like, alright, we can do dark and gritty. Let's make Andor. Remember we said we were going to do that? Let's do that dark and gritty so that this isn't all fucked.
I think they were all in production around similar times.
Yeah, no, but they changed everything. It's typical Rogue One fashion.
Yeah, and I thought episode 6 was great. There were like all these like different elements start coalescing at once. You got like the tribes people doing their weird tribal ritual thing. You got all these crystals like burning in the atmosphere.
Which looked amazing, by the way.
It looked like 2001 in Space Odyssey.
The tension was there. The characters felt real.
And it was flicking between all these different perspectives, but it was all like the same event, and just the way it was edited. It felt like The Expanse. The Expanse always did that. You'd enter into a situation and then it'll pile a problem on top of that, and it'll pile a problem on top of that, and it would just like keep on escalating until everything was like out of fucking control. It just felt like that, like chaotic and crazy and well edited, nice suspense.
One thing I'm really liking is something that's never really been done in Star Wars properly, I feel, is you're seeing the Imperials as just people doing their jobs.
Yeah.
Like, they're not just evil. I mean, the Stormtroopers still come off pretty fucking evil and
That's
shit.
fair.
But
You don't see a whole lot of
that fucking
Stormtroopers that
scene
really...
with the clone troopers where
Yeah.
they got shot.
Yeah, his
I mean,
dad
to
or
be
whatever.
fair,
Is that
though,
his dad?
I feel like that was his dad. Like, not dad, like the guy
The black guy who got him from the ship and thing in the flashback.
Yeah, that was him.
He got hung in the town
Yeah,
square and
but
stuff.
he wasn't even really a part of what happened. He was just there.
Yeah.
I mean, why did he jump in?
I don't know.
Fucking idiot.
That's fair.
There's a bunch of clone troopers there. Stay the fuck just down. They're not
Yeah.
stormtroopers, mate. They can aim.
That's fair.
That being said, Stormtroopers can aim pretty well in this series.
Yeah.
The gun, that's another thing too, the fucking fight scenes feel real. The fucking shootouts
It feels like it's consequential. Like even at the end of episode 3, when that like ship explodes and they escape, like guards die.
Yeah.
And it feels like it is of consequence what is happening. Like Boba Fett just felt like slapstick. Obi-Wan had consequence. We should compare and contrast Obi-Wan to this as well. What did you think against this with Obi-Wan?
What do you mean?
Which one did you like more?
Fucking Obi-Wan, but that's for different reasons.
That's fair.
You know, Obi-Wan certainly. I mean, Obi-Wan was still pretty dark. Like, it had some pretty
Obi-Wan
dark
was dark
moments.
and gritty. It just had some silly writing moments.
Oh, yeah, no. See, that's the thing. If Obi-Wan
I feel like Obi-Wan had filler. I don't see how this had filler. This all seemed to like
once again,
drive the narrative.
3-episode arcs. You couldn't have filler in just that many arcs. You could, if they wanted to, they could really do a 3-episode arc and have a filler episode or whatever. But they didn't. Each arc, it all had a purpose.
It's like 3 episodes leading up until the fights with the guards in episode 3, and then it was the heist, which was fucking awesome, and then it was the prison break, and then it was the last episode, which was like a kind of like emotional crescendo. It was less crazy stuff happening and more like.
Yeah, no, the filler, no, that's bullshit. But yeah, everyone had more filler, but that's because it would have been a better movie.
There is a cut out of there. It's like 2.5 hours. It's supposed to be like amazing. That cuts a lot out. But maybe it worked really well like that.
Was it many cuts Reeve out pretty much completely?
Yeah. Who gives a fuck about Reeve? I care for Obi-Wan and Anakin. What the fuck is Reeve?
Dude, when we went into it for Obi-Wan, and we didn't realize we were gonna get Anakin, and then we got Anakin.
Yeah.
And we were there for Anakin and
That's
Obi-Wan.
yeah, we didn't know how much.
But if you take out Anakin and Obi-Wan, it's shocking.
I think Andor is better written.
Andor is a good series overall. I just hate the fact that it had to be about something I had no interest in. I mean,
what do you think of Andor now?
I still don't give a fuck. I mean,
his mum died. Didn't that make you sad?
Not really.
What do you think of all the
I felt more
robot
sad
stuff?
for the little droid.
Oh, that's what I was just about to say. I thought that was too far. That was really weird to me.
What was too far?
Like the emotional depth of that broken droid in that guy, and he like asks him to stay over. Got weird, man. It's like Paulie and that robot in Rocky 4.
What the hell is that?
That's my girl. Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
It's a nice song.
It's my favorite. You're the greatest. See you, sport.
See you.
I mean, it's just telling the emotion of the droids. I mean, do you not view R2 as having that level of emotion?
He's never emoted to that degree.
He can't because he doesn't speak English.
Neither can nothing.
It does.
Does it?
Wait, which way? What droid are you
No,
talking
yeah, it does.
about?
The little broken one. You're right. It does.
I was
speak
thinking
English.
about the little red one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It does speak English.
He's a little
right?
bit broken, but he legit talks to people.
That's fair.
So he conveys the emotion of
That's
loneliness. R2, if he was trying to do that, he'd be like.
That's really like, fuck off, R2.
I'm not translating that, you little shit. You know?
Kicks it. No, I don't know. I thought maybe it just went a little bit too far.
I personally loved that because I like the idea of the droids being artificial like that.
I was waiting for him to fuck the robot.
You could stay. One night.
That was never like went that deep into robotics or consciousness or any of that shit. That was just like, oh, robots!
Once again, in the games in the extended universe it did.
That's fair.
Like,
That's fair.
yeah. And in the Clone Wars animated series it really did.
Yeah.
Same with the clones too. They never had a personality until the Clone Wars.
That's fair. That's fair. And you talk about Stellan Skarsgård as well. He's the Baron in Dune, and he's Gustav Skarsgård's dad, who was Floki. And he's also Alexander Skarsgård's dad, who, have you seen The Northman? The Northman is amazing. It's like some crazy...
Yeah, I've seen the thing, but are you talking about the guy who, the old guy who's like the rebel?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, he's fucking cool.
He's Floki's dad and the Northman's dad.
He's also in Chernobyl.
He's in Chernobyl, which is fucking amazing. If you haven't watched Chernobyl, watch Chernobyl. Jared Harris.
Yeah, dude, seriously, I was
And
like,
Stellan
holy
Skarsgård.
fuck.
That's like A plus drama.
True story, dude, like, fuck.
And it's a crazy story.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, Stellan Skarsgård is like an A plus actor. Same with Forrest Whitaker, and they're all here in this like. These Disney Plus shows, they started to feel cheap. Like even Obi-Wan, it just the action set piece at the end and stuff. It was lacking creativity. But I don't know, it just felt cheap as well. Book of Boba Fett felt very cheap. Mandalorian,
Not so much. Or
Yeah.
did, but it was kind of fit in the spaghetti western.
it worked into the cheapness better. But where was I going with this? No.
Well, you know, Andor doesn't feel cheap.
It has these fucking crazy, like, grade A actors. Stellan Skarsgård has this amazing monologue, which is fucking crazy awesome.
I'm condemned to use the tools of my enemy to defeat them. I burn my decency for someone else's future. I burn my life to make a sunrise that I know I'll never see.
And Forrest Whitaker has been in, like, so many incredible fucking, like, high quality dramas.
Actually, interesting thing that I didn't realize too. The Last of Us HBO series coming out is directed by the guy who directed Chernobyl.
Yeah, I've seen that on the trailer.
I was just like, ooh!
When does that come out?
Next month, I'm pretty sure.
Are we gonna review every episode? Every second episode?
Let's review the first episode,
Let's
and
see
if
how
it's
we
not
go.
absolute trash, we'll see how we go.
It's HBO, it's gonna be of a level of quality.
Yeah, but
It's not-
season 8 of Game of Thrones, like...
Yeah.
See, everything else is perfection, and then there's that piss. But you know, they did a good job at the first. Yeah, anyway.
It fell apart for various complex reasons, which I don't
It was
think.
out of HBO's control.
Yeah.
They
like,
set them up for.
They hired the cunts to do the job, and then halfway through the job, they're like, meh.
I mean, it'll probably be a great series overall, but as a fan, such a fan of the game, it may not do the game justice.
We shall see next month.
Got any advice on the best way west?
Go east.
Sorry about that. I had to do the lemons.
Makes sense. So yeah, then after the heist, Andor just gets like fucking nabbed by the Empire for like crime he didn't commit. He was just in the vicinity.
He was okay. So I know he panicked and he freaked out, but he fucked me. He was looking around so much. Like, I'm sorry, on an Imperial planet, could you try and look a little bit more like you belong?
Yeah. I
But
think he was
like-
just freaking out after the heist.
Freaking out for heist, but there was someone else who was clearly being chased.
That's
so
fair.
of course you need to act more normal. Otherwise they're gonna pin you together.
That's fair.
But I was just like, oh, you dickhead.
I was just waiting for him to escape, and then he had sentenced to like 6 years. I was like, what the fuck? I did not see that coming. And I thought it was fucking hilarious that we got all these like B plot lines of the Empire and like these characters that they set up, the like emasculated guard with his mom, and then this.
Oh my god, that guy too. I feel like I've seen him somewhere, but I looked at his like what he's been in. I've seen nothing.
That's fair. He's a new actor.
But it just looks familiar.
Yeah. And yeah, there's another like female character.
She's really cool.
Yeah.
The blonde one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like her character. She's
Better than fucking the Inquisitor lady.
Reba.
Reva. The rememberable character of Reva.
Better than Rafi.
No, not better than Rafi.
Well, you like Rafi, do you?
Rafi's up there with fucking Princess Leia, bro. She's a top quality. And then fucking Ripley.
I can't believe you just said that about Rafi.
I jest. Rafi is garbage.
I feel hurt. And I will never recover.
Yeah, so we have like all these big storylines going on of these guys trying to capture Andor. Meanwhile, Andor's already like imprisoned in an Imperial facility. It's fucking ironic and fucking clever and weird and interesting.
Yeah. I really loved the prison sequence.
Yeah,
Like,
this
the
is where it
whole
kind of
lot
peaked for me.
Same, this is where I really invested.
yeah.
Like I enjoyed the arc before it, like a fair bit, but this was, I fucking loved this part. Like, and Gollum,
Yes.
he fucking smashed it.
Andy Serkis, who is a fucking mad dog, helped revolutionize motion capture back in the day, 20 years ago with Gollum. He's played like King Kong and Caesar, and he was actually Snoke. I forgot he was Snoke, but he played Snoke.
He played Snoke?
He played Snoke.
I had no idea.
And now he's back in Star Wars. And yeah, he kind of overacts, but it works for his character, because his character's putting on this persona as well.
He was there that I just
That
didn't.
speech he gives with the revolt and like episode 10 where all that shit happens, that was amazing. Just how the floor like and fries and it breaks all the electric floor, and it was just,
that was tense.
it was amazing.
But just those moments where he pulls a really Gollum face, you know, like when he
There are a
smiles
couple-
and it's a Smeagol smile.
There were a couple of inflections too, and a couple of words where it was like,
Precious.
He's a fucking mad dog though. He fucking helped direct part of The Hobbit as well, and he directed Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. I fell asleep during Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage.
It was okay.
That's fair. He directed it. Andy Serkis is amazing. That's
I
the
remember
point of
seeing
story.
you when I came out of that, actually.
Yeah, am I right? And then I illegally downloaded it, Shoella, because it had finished at the cinema. And I put it on and I fell asleep immediately. Same with Venom 1.
You didn't like Venom 1?
I illegally downloaded it for Ella, and I put it on for her, and then I immediately fell asleep. I like Tom Hardy. I like Tom Hardy a lot. Bronson is one of the greatest films of all time.
Yeah, this is Matt.
A young Jean-Luc Picard. The role he'll be remembered for.
I just think got Phineas in that movie.
It's crazy it's Tom Hardy.
Yeah, right? He's like Patrick Stewart then.
Yeah, early like 20s.
And then he just buffed the fuck out. Now he's a completely different person.
No, he's a fucking roid monster.
What is all this about? It's about destiny, Picard. It's about a Riemann outcast.
You're not Riemann.
And I'm not quite human. So what am I?
And then what, episodes 11... Wait, no, so episode 9, I think, is the prison escape one.
Yes, then 10, 11, 12 is the final.
Yeah, that was the final. They weren't as good, but it was fine.
Poor bastard though, he finally gets his game, like, I can't swim.
That moment!
I know,
I was
man.
so invested in his character. And there was a couple lines.
Dude, that guy is not gonna make it. You know what I mean?
Strokey McStrokesen? Do you remember Strokey McStrokesen?
Okay,
that was crazy.
Is that old guy who had a stroke? Is that what you're talking about? Strokey McStrokesen.
I'm sure that was obvious.
You know, that was a hectic scene.
He's got 40 shifts left. So we just want something to get him through the next few days. Get him back on his feet.
That's another option.
What? You can't save him.
Nothing to save. He's had a massive stroke.
Whatever happens now, we made it. That was a great line when they get onto the like breach of jumping off. It's like, whatever happens now, we made it. And turns to Andy and he's like, I can't swim. He's like, what?
I think even if someone tries to help you, they're not going to help you all the way to where
I want to
you
see
need
that
go.
character again.
But I'm sorry, but
do you know how many Star Wars shows I've watched and been like, I do not want to ever see that character ever again, including like legacy characters. And this, Andy Serkis was in 3 episodes. They end him on like a open ending, and I'm like, I want to see that character.
There's a season. There's going to be a season 2, so he'll be back for.
Maybe he could be in the Book of Boba Fett season 2.
But I'm sorry, but if you can't swim, can you not at least doggy paddle though? Like,
not a long distance. And a lot of it is panic. Like if you're 50 and you don't know how to swim, there's got to be some like
big
ideological
deep mental thing.
fear or something. I'm sure, like, yeah, it's possible that you can just wander through life and not learn to swim. But yeah, there's probably some like deep fear and like childhood trauma, and his dad like drowned in the bathtub and he wanted his dad. I don't know.
Maybe
Who
he's been
knows?
in that prison for his whole life.
Maybe. Maybe he lived on a planet that didn't have seas. There was some nice character building, not character building, there was nice world building in this too, with that guy that plays the gong thing. And the big bell chime thing.
So he had like episodes all through.
Yeah, and then in the end, in the fight, he like kicks a stormtrooper off.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I'll cut it in here. But yeah, I feel overall Andor was really good. Really well written, suspenseful, clever, interesting. Like you look at the action set pieces, like the prison escape sequence and the heist, it's like they're like clever and they're interesting and they're unique and they're done well. Like they're just done well.
But why? But it's quality. Why did they put so much money into this but not into the Book of Boba Fett though?
Or even Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan had a tiny budget.
For a fucking... Is it because he's already a Disney character?
Who?
Andor. Because he was Disney era creation.
I don't know. I think like filmmakers approach them and like they have proposition for Disney, and Disney probably like I don't know,
guess that they
people
don't hold Obi-Wan and shit as in as high regard as us, I guess.
I don't know. They got Deborah Chow, the Chinese lady.
Either way, it was really good. But yeah, I'm butthurt. I'm upset about Boba Fett still.
Boba Fett.
And
was
this,
a missed
it's like
opportunity.
I'd gotten over it, and then I watched Andor, and it made me.
I have a tattoo of a Boba Fett on my foot. I got this before the disgusting television show was released.
now regret. No, regret.
Kids are gonna see this that haven't seen The Empire Strikes Back but have seen the Book of Boba Fett and go, oh, you like Boba Fett?
No, my favourite part was when he was like...
Where would you rank this amongst the shows now that we have? There's a lot of shows.
There's so many.
Let's just keep it to live action shows maybe, because there's a lot of like...
Star Wars?
Yeah. We got Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, Book of Boba Fett, and Andor, is that it? That's it so far, right?
Yeah, but there's gonna be a lot more.
There's gonna be Ahsoka, there's gonna be other things.
Oh, dude, The Acolyte.
Is that a television show or a movie?
A television show.
Interesting. When does that come out?
Oh, 24, I think.
Oh, okay.
It's about it's a thriller.
Interesting.
And it's about Sith, like in the High Republic era, which like penetrates the Jedi Order, I think.
That's fascinating.
I may be wrong, okay? I don't know, but this is what I've read.
That's
and it's about a Sith, and it's a Jedi and their Padawan trying to figure it, like detective style.
This is proof of concept that they can fucking step out of the boundaries of dumb kiddie fucking shit for everybody. Let's get like a weird psychedelic Star Wars movie. They're doing like different crazy stuff now, like the little Baby Yoda Studio Ghibli thing. That's the thing.
No, well they finally figured out. Oh fuck it, let's just see.
Yeah.
Let's just do random
Don't do
shit.
7, 8, 9. Stop doing like legacy characters. Just not even stop doing legacy characters. Just take more risks. Do more weird shit.
If you just do risky, do a few weird, just random fucking shit, and then release a legacy character. But fucking apply fucking budget to the legacy character and do him justice.
Yeah.
You know, that's if you do a character justice, you're gonna make money.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Andor got a better show than Boba Fett.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I still like the Mandalorian more.
Yeah, I would go the
Andor
Mandalorian.
had carried way more tension though.
It did.
But it's a drama.
And
The Mandalorian wasn't so much a drama.
The Mandalorian was amazing for what it was. But I think personally I connect more with this kind of tone and
Same,
tension
I
and
agree,
stuff.
but I can't let it surpass the Mandalorian.
That's fair. I'm gonna go Andor over the Mandalorian, then the Mandalorian, then Obi-Wan, then Book of Boba Fett.
I just can't do it.
That's fair. What do you got? Mandalorian.
Andor, Book of Boba Fett.
What about Obi-Wan?
Oh, Obi-Wan's Obi-Wan's above them all. I'm sorry.
What's your list then?
Obi-Wan, okay, so Obi-Wan, Andor, the Mandalorian. I just can't have Andor be number one.
The Mandalorian's pushing number 3.
I don't know, man. I've never liked spaghetti westerns that much.
I love spaghetti
I know
westerns.
you do, and I did enjoy the
I have
Mandalorian.
my fucking poncho right over there from the Good Bad and the
I
Ugly.
did enjoy the Mandalorian, but on my second watch through of it, I'm just not as like invested in it.
That's reasonable.
You know, well, normally I'd rewatch something like "fuck yes," but I'm just like, yeah, no,
I
yeah,
watched
it's
The
good.
Mandalorian a lot. And I'm going to rewatch it all before season 3.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
That's fair.
I still enjoy it, but yeah, no. But Obi-Wan, I enjoyed the, not so much the series, but the character moments between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. So
That's
probably
fair.
about 30 minutes of the series.
Yeah, but I mean, it did have Obi-Wan and Anakin, and there's something to be said.
That
about
was the main. That was all that mattered.
Yeah, I would be interested in seeing the 2.5 hour
That was
cut.
young Leia. You know, the actress did a good job. She did. Oh, you fucking loved it when you saw it. And the beer goggles worn up, have they?
No, I don't know. I was that positive on it.
You were pretty positive. Go back and watch it, mate. You got the fucking videos.
Dude, I cut in me saying a whole bunch of shit about little girl Leia right now. So then we cut to Leia, and I was immediately like, what the fuck? Why is Leia here? Please no, I don't want to see this. I did not want 10-year-old Leia.
There you go.
Andor was really good. I loved Andor. It was very well executed.
Not deserved, but well done.
Not deserved, but well done.
Andor doesn't deserve it. I'm sorry, I don't care about the cut. Look, there was so many moments during this fucking thing where, oh no, is he gonna die? No, because he dies when the Death Star blows up that
I watched
planet.
Rogue One immediately after it, and there was some stuff going on with like family that I was kind of focused on, so I wasn't really into it. But I was just like completely, immediately uninvested with everything.
Uninvested in everything? Have we still reviewed Rogue One, have we?
No, we should at some point.
Well, we've done the Andor series now, so let's review Rogue One!
But Andor was like, and then Rogue One was like,
Well, see, that's the worst part. The whole idea of Andor is to lead into Rogue One, right?
Rogue One.
But Rogue
No,
One's
Rogue One's all
fucking shite.
It's like, it's good. It's like a C minus.
It's fucking Frankenstein's monster.
It has-
them
it
chopping
has-
and changing shit at the last minute because they didn't want it to be, and get this, dark and gritty, which is what they did with Andor, and it worked so well.
I have a lot of notes actually saying this is what we were promised in Rogue One as well, because we were promised a dark, gritty Star Wars movie. They got chopped up at the last
Exactly.
moment.
Well, there's like maybe the guys were just like, well, you know, you made us not make a dark.
And there were
How
no
about we
character
make a dark
moments in
movie?
Andor.
In Rogue One.
Yeah.
There's plenty of character moments in Andor, mate.
That's fair.
In Rogue One, yeah, no, there was nothing. That's what I hated about it.
All the team, like the Japanese guy and the Chinese guy, like they just joined the team and there's like no character moments, you don't know who they are, you don't know who the team is. Andor gets one character moment where he just says something about something or something. Jin gets some character moments, but who gives a fuck about Jin?
I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. Yeah, I am one with the Force is with me. No, but legit, how many times did you fucking say that in that movie?
We'll count. We watch it.
Yeah, when we did the review. Anyway, this is cutting the review. This is gold content, mate.
Rogue One review coming soon, and more.
Probably in like 6
Yeah, no,
months.
probably wouldn't say coming soon. We'll film it soon, but then I'll enter into a bank of reviews that I haven't edited or released yet. How's that for a promo?
I mean, hey, at least they know they got a lot of content coming. It just depends on when.
Rogue One review, filming soon, not being released soon.
Coming soon, to be announced, which you probably won't be able to just come out.
Maybe I'll go back and edit it into the description.
Probably not. I
don't know.
I don't think you will.
Probably not.
You might. He might.
I'll forget all about this because Rogue One won't come out for like 6 months.
And you're probably not going to watch this video again after you edit it.
No, no way. Alright, like, subscribe, watch your Rogue One review. Yeah. Good night. Oh.